Good morning. My name is Gary Kuiper, and I'm your guide through the next 5 weeks of Business 318. I have taught Business 318 for all of the OLMT 01 through 6 now. Well, I'm not done with 6, am I? But I thought I would introduce myself. I like to do these through video so you get an idea of who the guy is behind the emails and through the discussions, and not just electronically, but maybe electronically in a little different way. You get to actually see who I am and hear a little bit of who I am too. I am and have been involved in PGS for a while as a professor, both on ground and online. As Joe kind of explained, I've taught a number of OLMT classes. Some classes get me twice. Haven't done that in a little while, though. I think the last 2 or 3. So like 4, 5, and 6, I have not. I also teach at Kuiper College, Global Business, and I teach in the master's level at Cornerstone too. So I'm very familiar with being an online professor, and I'm also very familiar with being a PGS student. I was a PGS student 2 times. Not that I failed the first time, but I finished my bachelor's at Cornerstone in PGS, and then I also finished my MBA there. And both of those were on ground. And I did that while with a family and working, so I'm completely understanding of the position you're in. So if you have something going on, what I ask is just communicate with me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me where you're at, so then be proactive about it. Don't wait until you're behind or something's going on. Be a little proactive. I'm going to flip over and share my screen so that you can see my family, so you can get an idea of who I am from that aspect. So here's my family. So yes, I did PGS with 8 children. My oldest son, Jeff, who's married. His wife's not in this picture. My daughter, Amy, and her husband, Jared. They have 2 children. Any day, the 3rd will be born. It's reported to be a granddaughter, so it's a first granddaughter. Then my son, Brian, and his wife, Chelsea. My daughter Bethany, my son Derek just graduated last weekend from Grand Valley, and then the 3 younger kids that are all 17 months apart from the oldest to the youngest, Jake, Tony, and Stelita. Stelita is adopted from Colombia, Jake and Tony from Guatemala, and that really gives you some of my also some of my international flair. I'll let you see that too. But here's the family with Jeff at his wedding, Jeff and Rochelle, and then my 2 little grandsons. Jeff and Rochelle actually have a little boy too. But so the boys on this side, and the girls and daughters and daughters-in-law, and then son-in-law over here. And then one more shot. This is the 3 boys at Halloween time. So Cooper, Oliver, and Grant. Has the same initials as me. He's the 6th generation of the GBK initials. All right, enough of that. Back to me. Maybe you don't want to go back to me, but you are anyway. Again, I have had a number of global business experiences. I worked for Bethany Christian Services for 18 years as her Chief Information Officer. Traveled to Ethiopia, Guatemala, spent time in Colombia when we adopted our daughter. Have been to Guatemala leading mission teams probably more than a dozen times. It may be up to 15 by now, between adoption trips and work and mission teams. Spent some time in India. I was Vice President of Operations for Mission India and supervised some staff there. Spent some time early in my career in Mexico and Canada and the UK. So I've been blessed to have traveled around and done and conducted international business. So again, you're going to see lots of emails from me. I try to communicate a lot, and I hope you do the same. The first assignment is in this week is a group assignment. So hopefully you're forming groups. I see a lot of chatter, which is good, in forming some groups. And those that you feel more comfortable with me doing that, that's okay too. Again, read over the syllabus. I stick pretty much to that. If there's any difference or anything, I'll let you know. There's a couple assignments that are broken. I've fixed those already, but if you run across a broken assignment, let me know that also. And I think that's all I'll do for an introduction, but look forward to your introductions. I do not expect them to be video. You're very, very welcome to a text introduction, but look forward to those too. Thank you and have a blessed day.